Hello, everyone. Welcome to the remake zone. Obviously, a nod of sorts to Rambo Raff's or Mr. Rambo Raff's movie zone review thing. I have said in the past, as one of the members of the Old School Losers Club and just a typical movie lover, that the whole idea of Hollywood not having any new ideas and remaking every little thing and sequelizing every little thing and adapting every little thing is kind of like it gives you a headache. It really does. Initially, one of the biggest things are the remakes. That's the biggest problem. But I mean, you have on occasion a remake that's actually pretty good, and it goes alongside what a remake should be. A remake basically should be a film that takes a general idea of a classic film, or maybe even a film that didn't originally work, and modernizes it, shows respect to the original, and makes its own film. Like, basically, it doesn't remake scene for scene. Like, one example of a film that did that was Psycho. It remade the film scene for scene, and it made you think, what's the point in remaking the film if you're just gonna redo the whole entire film the way Hitchcock did it? All right. But basically, in this edition, I'm going to review one of my favorite remakes, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. It was a remake that was remade in 2004 from the original 1985 George Romero film. Dario Argento is kind of considered also partly as a director in a way, even though he didn't direct it because he has his own European version. But anyways, basically, this film, it took the idea of a group of survivors holed up in a shopping mall while there are zombies outside trying to get in, with obviously some zombies already inside. The difference with this film is that it is updated. We got computers and blah blah blah, but it's also the zombies are fast moving, kind of like the zombies in 28 Days Later, or the Return of the Living Dead series. They're fast moving. They're not dumb. And there's a little bit more characters, which kind of dumbs down the whole character development thing. But I mean, in reality, the main characters that you really are paying attention to, like the main actress and the guy, she's her kind of love interest in a way, and you only really care about a couple of the characters. The rest of them are just there to get killed. And the ones that are just there to get killed, and it's the other ones that you actually start to care about. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the remake because it had a good style to it. It like I said, it took an element of the original film and set it as an outline and filled in its own colors. It didn't say, okay, well, let's do this. It has a few homages, like we have Ken Foree and Scott Reiniger from the original film making a cameo, and then the special effects artist, makeup effects artist from the original film, as well as Day of the Dead, makes a cameo as Tom Savini. He also directed the Night of the Living Dead remake, which is another remake that I really enjoyed, which I will eventually do, but I wanted to do this first. The one of the elements that's in it that really amazed me, because it's out there, is the zombie baby scene. Anybody who's seen this movie knows the scene. Anybody who doesn't, I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to really spoil it for anyone. What else can I mention? I mean, it's got its fucked up moments. Like there's a montage. Like in films like this, you have that montage. Kind of getting you past a few days or a few weeks or even a few months to kind of show you how long they've been held up in the mall or whatever. Like about here, it's about a month or so. In the original, it was a little bit close to 9 months. But it's a couple of the scenes, like the song I believe is the original version of I forget the name of the song. It's a song that became famous through Disturbed, and it's an awesome song, but the version that they show like in this movie is just kind of like it's creepier because it's such a somber song to be in this film. Um, but the montage scene, like I said, it's got this weird song. There's like 2 seconds of a sex scene, which really there's no reason for it. Like it's kind of tasteless in a way, and I guess films like this, you get that kind of thing sometimes. It really didn't do anything for me. It's kind of pointless, like I said. That's really it. The performances are pretty good. The main actress, she did pretty good. The hero, in a way, did good. Mekhi Phifer, has a role in this. He kind of plays it cool and calm, and then throughout the film, he gets a little bit nuttier and nuttier. I guess kind of like a cabin fever effect. Ving Rhames, I think, is probably my favorite character in the film because he's straight on blunt. Like, he doesn't give two shits about you. He'll work together with you to make sure he stays alive. That's the only reason. He may even defend you a few times just to make sure that you're there later on if he needs to let you be thrown to the wolves type of thing. He's kind of one of those characters that's not bad, but he's not good either. Because his mission is he has to find his brother. At least until he decides that his brother's no longer alive, basically. It has a good pace going for it. The pace kind of moves a little bit quicker as the film is heading towards its climax. I like the relationship between Ving Rhames and the gun store owner, or whatever, across the way. The one that he keeps communicating with. It kind of shows that he does develop somewhat of a compassion for somebody. He can relate to somebody because this guy's like all alone, and he's basically reaching out for help. And he's trying to work together with him as best he can. From such a distance away. And he kind of develops this relationship with him, whatever. You got the young characters. Matthew Frewer comes into the film. He's best remembered for like his role in the film Generation X and the Honey I Shrunk the Kids. But he comes in, and the girl who plays his daughter develops a relationship with some other guy, and that's kind of cool. It's kind of like the relationship in the original Night of the Living Dead between those two characters. Young love throughout all this hell type of thing. The ending's pretty cool. Like I said, the ending has this song. It's Down with the Sickness. The ending has the original version of Down with the Sickness playing along with it, and as the montage is going on with them landing on this, between them landing on an island and the credits going and whatever, and everything you see that happens and everything, it's kind of like really just nuts. It's just nuts, but I'm not gonna get too deep into detail for those who haven't seen it. I have the unrated version. I've never seen the R-rated version, so I can't tell you the differences between that. It's a pretty good film. There's a good commentary. Down with the Sickness by Disturbed, which is also a soundtrack song, which was also available on the Queen of the Damned soundtrack. It only features the edited version. I don't know if there's a music video for the original versions, so there's no music videos on here. But definitely go see it. If you're against remakes, just think of this as a film all on its own, because it really is. And go see Zack Snyder's Watchmen also. That's a pretty good film. It's a little long, and if you're not into comic book films, you may just want to skip it, but that's a pretty good film too. So stay tuned, and I will do my best to get these out as quickly as possible. My computer's a piece of shit, so it kind of, that's why I haven't done it in so long. It's one of the reasons I haven't done it in so long. But I'd give it about 4 out of 5. So go see it and stay tuned.